Welcome to Mickey Art. With your host, Michelle Edhouse. Yay!
Wow, what an amazing new introduction. How does it get better than that? Dun, dun, dun. Yay! Anyway, so, what magic are we creating today? Today is day 10 of the lockdown Patreon pour party that we're having with my patrons, and that's where they get to come on live with me and tell me what to do. By the time you're seeing this, we'll have finished, but hey, it was lots of fun, and it is lots of fun. I'm enjoying hanging out with people every day, which is kind of cool. And so today we are doing a record, and it's a reverse dip. Now you all know that Doug's really into dips, and he's always telling me, dip it, dip it, dip it, dip it. So there you go. We're gonna dip it.
Doug is the only one here.
He is the only one here, so everyone else is like hanging out like with their family and talking to them. I don't know why. Maybe I'm boring. Alright, so I'm going to start off on the outside and just pour a ring of white right around the edge, just so that we know that it's gonna make it to the edge. I'm not very good at pouring. I don't know how well this is gonna come out.
But you're also trying to do it left-handed, aren't you?
I am trying to do it left-handed. Why do I do things like that to myself? Who knows? So, the reverse...
Nothing against us left-handers out there, but yeah, come on, right-handed people, get with the program.
The reverse dip was kind of brought to everyone's attention. I don't know whether she was the first one to ever do it, but Fiona Art started doing her flowers, and that's kind of the how it became popular in the acrylic pouring world. But I'm pretty sure she was doing them down on the ground though, wasn't she? She would pour her paints out on the ground, and then, or on a bit of plastic attached to a table, and then dip her canvas down into it. So I don't know who really brought the reverse dip into...
Yeah. Well, is that truly reverse dipping? Me, that would be straight up dipping.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm meaning. So what colours are we using? Some of you are asking. I can hear it in your head. She's just pouring paint again and not telling us what she's doing. Yeah, that's me. Making you guess. So we started off with white. Then we've got crimson, my Reno Art crimson, which I don't think is available on Amazon, so I can't link you to it. Reno Art is a paint company out of Australia.
Well, people don't want that paint anyway in the northern hemisphere because it'll be upside down.
Yeah. Yeah, it doesn't work in the northern hemisphere because you can't paint upside down. And then we've got the iridescent medium. I use Reeves paint for everything other than my white base and my and my crimson, I use Reeves, which is available on Amazon at an exorbitant price. I don't know why it's so expensive. We pay like $6.50 for a 45ml tube, 75ml tube, which is like 2.5 ounce. And on Amazon, in American dollars, it's like $8 for the same size. So New Zealand dollars are about 65 American cents to a New Zealand dollar. So it's hugely expensive, if you ask me, to buy it on Amazon. But the link is in the description if you would like to go on and have a look. That is up to you. All the Amazon links in the description are affiliate links. And all that really means is that you pay the same amount and then Amazon pays me. But they pay me in credit on Amazon, so that means I get to go in there and buy my cabochons and other stuff that I use on my channel, which is quite exciting.
And if you use the link, you don't have to buy just painting supplies. You can buy anything and she'll get the credit.
That's right.
Correct?
I'm not sure if anybody heard that. You're a bit quiet at the moment, Doug. So what Doug just said was, and you don't have to buy the things that my link is for. If you want to buy dog food on Amazon or toilet paper, because you know that's so important right now, you can buy your toilet paper on Amazon, and Amazon using my link for paint, and Amazon still pays me. How cool is that? I've been paid for people buying G.I. Joes and all sorts of things. It's quite cool. I don't get to see who bought things, but I get to see what they bought. And it's quite fascinating, really.
Oh, wait till after this quarantine gets over with and see what people bought to stay busy.
Yeah, that could definitely be. But as I said, I don't get to see who bought it, so don't worry, I won't know what you've been buying.
We know what you've been buying, we just don't know who bought it.
Yeah. It's so
But we'll
funny.
see how the world's doing, or at least the people on YouTube are doing that go through your link.
Oh, Doug. Your brain. It's gorgeous.
What?
Nothing.
People are, well, I mean, if they're anything like me, they're buying a lot of videos.
What about dog
Just
toys?
talking to the dog food before this isolation stuff started, I saw it coming, so I went and purchased a big, huge bag of dog food. So we're good for the next month or so.
Right.
Yeah, I planned ahead on that one. But I figured even if I run out of food, my dog won't, because it's not my dog's fault.
At least she won't go hungry. At least she won't start chewing on your leg or anything.
I mean, any more than she already is.
Yeah. All right. So
But
the other thing that Doug has asked for is another color in the center, so that it does look like a flower. And so we had a squizzy around the colors, and we came up with, I've got some Deco Art Splendid Gold, and it's not mixed up. It's just going to be straight out of the pot, and we'll see how well that works. And for those of you that have never used iridescent medium before, I mix it up with as if I'm mixing up my paints, and with that then I can either just add it to the paint that I want it to go into, and it's already pre-mixed and I can just mix the two together really easily, or I can use it as its own color And it comes out sort of a silvery, a really chunky silver when it dries. So I like it. It does cool things. And very rarely do I actually mix it into other colors. I just use it as its own color in my paintings and see what shows up. And we don't have any silicone in any of these colors, although I have found that the red does do some sort of cell looking like type thing. So that's always quite fun to see what it will do. So this video is being recorded the day before we do a live video on YouTube, and I'm quite aware that there's lots of people out there that would love to come and play with me more often, especially during this lockdown period. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to start going live once a week, and that way we can play together. So once the 14 days of the acrylic pouring party is over, there will still be weekly lives that the patrons can come and play on, and you guys get to, if you're a patron, you get to come and talk to me like Doug is now during the live streams. Yay! Through a video conferencing platform called Zoom. Really easy to set up on your phone or on your computer or your tablet, whatever that is. In fact, I have seen people doing it on even on their Kindle things. What are they called? Devices. So
Tablet.
can you hear my neighbor mowing the lawns, Doug?
No.
Oh, okay. Hopefully it's not coming through on the recording. We need some gold now. So there we go. This is my splendid gold, straight out of the pot. Flip the lid and put a pile in the middle. Alright.
A paper towel big enough?
Well, that's what I was just thinking. A paper towel's probably not big enough, actually. I might have to use... Oh, I could use a bit of freezer paper. That would be big enough. And I could let what sticks to the paper dry and make a skin. How cool would that be?
That might work.
That might work.
That might work, yes.
Might work. Might work. Might is good enough for me. Let's get the...
I think the reason paper towel or napkin works so well is because it absorbs some of the moisture and it sticks real well. So that's why I'm wondering.
Well, maybe I should do it upside down on the non-shiny side. Or should I just use a piece of the paper that I normally put underneath my painting? This stuff.
Yeah, the desktop calendar stuff.
Yeah.
Right?
Let's do that.
Let's do that.
This is big. It's definitely going to cover it.
Well, we can also cut it down if we need to, because you're gonna have to pick up all four corners at one time.
Nah. This is
Try to put it
Mickey
in the
art.
center of the paper. Now press it down. Not too much. You don't want it, but you do want to move it a little bit.
See, Doug's teaching me. Because last time I
We're
did
gonna
this.
do this. We're gonna get this to work.
Gotta-
For some silly reason, it's been stuck in my head. We're gonna do this.
Let's get that gold all mixed in.
Yep.
Alright. See, the cool thing about having a big piece of paper is I can actually
Hold.
gather
Right.
the corners.
Now, straight up. Come on. You can do it. Straight up.
There we go. How's that?
There. You got a flower.
I got a flower. And I got another one too.
Well, not if you keep it vertical like that.
Oh, that's why I'm laying it down over on a plastic surface. Look, that's so cool. There is no silicone in there. That is all. There's a little bit of gold in there. Not a lot though. Just gonna fill in these edges where the white got dragged off a bit too much. I like it. Got some air bubbles though. Am I allowed to torch it?
No, but you can use the lighter on it. The difference between American English and everybody else.
Yeah. I don't understand why Americans say they speak English. They don't.
No, we speak American.
Exactly.
But yet Mexicans say they speak Spanish. Really? I thought you were Mexican.
I want to find that gold.
Get your little pan now and go down to the stream and
Yeah. Go panning for gold. How does that look? I like it. It's definitely a flower. Ish.
ish. Yeah, flower-ish. Not
What's the...
ish that it's a flower.
You can tell that I picked up the 4 corners. Like, those were circles, right? And we've ended up with 4 petals. So... my brain is going crazy on how we could do it differently, that you could pick up more than 4 pieces and pull it so that you get
Correct.
an uneven number of petals, or a...
Yeah, so, like, use a piece that's big enough that's a triangle instead of a square to get, like, 3 petals. Or, you know, or a big star to get 5.
Yeah. I like it. There's definitely iridescent medium through there as well. So I'm very excited to see what this is going to look like dry.
I'm surprised it worked on the first try.
It's not my first try though.
Your first try with me talking in your ear.
Let me get you down and show you up close. Now, we all know that this red does dry a lot darker when it's dry. So we'll see. There's my little star in the middle with my gold when I was playing with it. Let's see if we can capture some of the iridescent medium. Anyway, so guys, I'll be back to show you the end result when it's dry. And 3, 2, 1. Here she is. Isn't it interesting how we call anything pink a she? That's so funny. I like it. I know it's pink, but I like it. How does it get any better than this? I'm just really, really, really pleased with the way this has come out. And just a reminder that, you know, there was no silicone in this. It's just the way it's laced. Looks like it's got cells. It's so cool. You know, Doug and I were chatting about how you could make it so that you had what looked like more petals. You know, it sort of looks like there's 4 segments because I pulled up the 4 corners. How could you create it so that you you didn't, you know? So what I want to really show you here is some of the little bits. Like, is this the black from the record, or is it actually where the red is? You know, there was, when you look closely, where the intensity of the red is under the white, it actually looks black. So where were the dribbles of white? And where's the iridescence? There is iridescence to it. It's a very sweet little shimmer. There's a bit in there. It's not, oh look, the sun's coming out to contribute. It's been raining all night last night, and so now you're getting to see how dirty my windows are. These shadows here are actually paint splattered on my window. So there's some iridescence through there, but there is just like a little tiny little sparkle throughout the whole piece, which is just so pretty. And our little gold star in the middle didn't quite get it perfectly centered, but that's okay. I don't mind. So I really like this piece, even though it is pink. I did it for Doug because I adore him. I'm very grateful for him supporting me as he does. Hello, fly. What are you doing in my studio? So, seeing as that the shadows are pretty intense, we're laid out the paper. Let me bring the paper over into the sunshine. And it came out really well too. I must say, I'm quite pleased with this paper. I could use this to cover a book or something. Again, that is the shadow from the window. And again, there is a slight hint of iridescence throughout it. But it does mirror. Oh, sorry about the... No. All my tripods are in the way. Let's get rid of those. So they do actually mirror each other. You can see that, you know, this is where I pulled this bit off from. It's yeah, quite pleased with that. Quite pleased indeed. How does it get better? What else can we create and play with? So I had super fun with this. I had super fun playing with you on the live stream yesterday, day before, whenever that was. If you would like to purchase a print of this, you can head on over to my website, mickeyart.co.nz/digital, and there's a number of new digital prints in there, so head on over, see what's there. Even got more coming as I process them, but yeah, I've got some very cool ones coming up to show you. Very excited about what we created in the rest of the 14 days of paint pouring party. So that has now finished. But if you'd like to join me on Patreon, as I say, we're going live weekly and you get to come and play with me on those. So how's it get any better than that? What else is possible? How much fun can you have? What if you having fun was the gift this world required right now? What can you be or do today that would be fun for you? Maybe fun for your body. And perhaps even invite others to have fun too. I adore you guys. Stay well, stay joyful, and be you and change the world. I adore you. Bye bye.